All right, so yesterday was a day completely full of fudge nuggets. I just I went to bed early because I was so darn frustrated. Hey everybody, this is Matt from workanywhere.life. And yesterday was one of those things where government bureaucracy and failing processes by third parties was just absolutely driving me insane to the point where I had to go to bed early. I was so exhausted from the emotional trauma. Here's what happened. My day started off just fine, normal. I get up, have breakfast, get to do some work, and then I went down. It's been 4 weeks. All right, let me back up here a little bit. All right, I'm so frustrated. My brain is clouded. May 19th, we file our final decree for divorce, right? I'm told it's 3 to 4 weeks for processing. Great. It's 4 weeks now. So May 20th, I go down to the courthouse because trying to call a courthouse, forget it. You're never going to get a human on the phone over there. So I go down to the courthouse and I ask, where's my paperwork? Because I've got things waiting on this paperwork. And they tell me, oh well, yeah, it was filed on the 19th and the judge signed it on the 20th. I said, so what's going on? Said, well, we're backed up, we're understaffed, we're overwhelmed, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be another 3 weeks before we can actually get the paperwork out to you. So here's how it works in New Hampshire. And I know it's different in other states. I've heard in other states they have 2 days a month, like the 15th and the 30th, that they do all the paperwork for divorces and they send it out. Not in New Hampshire. Oh my God. All right. So in New Hampshire, it works this way. You see your case manager. They help you with the paperwork. You file the paperwork. It goes to the judge's desk, and the judge signs it whenever they have a chance. In this case, it was the day after, right? No problem. The judge is doing their job. So then it goes to the clerk of the court. And the clerk, the divorce isn't actually final when the judge signs it. It's final when the clerk stamps it and puts it in the mail. Of all the stupid stuff, right? So now here they're telling me it's 6 to 8 weeks before we can get the paperwork. Why is that important? I don't really care. I mean, the judge signed it, so it's really final. But I can't apply for my mortgage down in the Dominican until I have the divorce paperwork. I can't, there are certain bank accounts and other things that I need to close or open that I can't do until I have the divorce paperwork. Do you understand how government bureaucracy is driving me insane right now? And that was just one thing. Then, oh my gosh, then we could talk about my mortgage guy. So I have a piece of property. I have a 4-unit property. I was going to refinance that, and great. So I started the application process, and then they wait a week or like 2 weeks and say, hey, why haven't you signed the disclosures? I said, what disclosures? Well, the ones that we emailed you. I said, no, you didn't email me anything. Oh, let me check on that. A couple more days later, they get back to me and say, oh, did you get it yet? I said, no. Did you check your spam? Everybody asks you to check your spam. Duh. No. I mean, yeah, I did. Of course, it's not there. So then, so they keep telling me the mortgage company, the broker tells me the mortgage company it keeps sending it to me. So I call the mortgage company and they say, well, we don't know who you are. You're not in our system. We're not emailing you anything. So screw it. I'm not going to file this for the refinancing. I'm just going to sell the damn building. So that's the point where I'm at right now. Oh my God, I am so frustrated. Everything is costing me time and patience at the moment. If you want to know more, there is going to be more to this story. Trust me on that. I can tell you what my realtor down in the Dominican and my bank in the Dominican is telling me in another video. So just to keep this one short today, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of these episodes, because season 1 is coming to a close as I start to leave New Hampshire and start season 2 of my road trip down the East Coast. That's the current plan. And then season 3 will be all about moving to the Dominican. And there's so much more drama coming up. Trust me, there's drama. Some of it I hazard to get into, but I'm going to anyway. And people are going to hate me afterwards. Whatever. So subscribe, like this video, come back for more. We'll see you soon.